Hello and welcome to episode 27 of Series 7 of Master League Story Mode. The season is done. We achieved our goal. We just missed out on Europe. We had a really, really good first season in the Premier League. Now, we've got the small matter of an absolutely crucial transfer window. We need to strengthen in the right places. There are players that already need replacing, and there's a hell of a lot to do. So, come and join me, and let's see how we get on. What do we need to do first? Yes, I do actually have a list. Change budgets. Simple list, because I was thinking about this as I was tidying the kitchen earlier. I thought, shit, I'm going to forget to change the budgets. Can't forget to change the budgets. We'll do that right away. God's man, can we get a Pepsi sponsor for next season? Interesting. A beer sponsor would be good. We do have a new sponsor. Well, it's sort of the same sponsor, but a new logo. We'll see that in a second. Oh, there's a prediction in. That's going to be a banter prediction. What is it? I can't see. A Diet KSU, welcome aboard. Green Army, yes. Message to Leatherhead, here we go. Oliver Wilson, love your vibe still, even if we don't have games today. Very kind, very kind. Try and have a third kit. We've got a third kit coming, Ollie. We've got a third kit coming. So, actually, let's remind ourselves. Tee down the wrong tea pipe. So transfer budget is so salary budget of 2.6 mil. So let's use as an example our highest paid player, which is Josh Da Silva, 680. So that's like 4 players salary budget. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. It does seem that transfer budget is really where the money needs to go, isn't it? So we may already be set up all right for that. Yeah, it's all going into transfer budget. I don't know about pay with the salary budget. Actually, this is all right. I think I was imagining that things were worse when it came to salary, but that's probably the right split, I would say. What do we reckon? What do we reckon? Anyway, what we do know is, have we got any bids in? No, nothing yet. We do know, though, that we had an absolute golden bit of scouting done by our new French scouts. We sent them out a little bit earlier than is technically allowed, but he's come back with none other than the American, born in Brooklyn. Did a little bit of research today. Timothy Weah. Oh, the natural replacement for Lys Mousset, who's going out to Germany, unfortunately. This has got, I mean, there's no question here. This has to be the first signing of this season. Anything other than this would be silly. Nito, striker in the J1 League called Alunga. Check him out, see if he's any good. 76 rated. Before I check him out, Nito, he sounds great, I'm going to need a transfer link. Do you know the transfer link? And if that makes no sense, do I need to explain to you the transfer rules? Because that would probably help you. Red Bull says sign him up, he looks great. He does look great. Matthias already in with the chant. Yeah, where. That sort of goes quite well with the I'll sit down. But yeah, obviously the son of the legend that is George Weah. And as you say, rightly, Eli, the current president of Liberia. PSG legend. But yeah, we don't actually want to take any chances here, really. Could try and trade a player, but this has to happen. Yeah, that's right. That's a good shout, Vuk. We need a command for that, which I guess would have to take you to an Imgur link of the transfer rules because they're a bit detailed. I'll work on that. It's a good shout. I'll work on that. Nito's working on the link though, so we could have it. Remember Rohan Kwan's link? It was a long one. It was many degrees of Sherwood, but it worked. We were happy with it, and it's probably the best signing we've had in a long time. Oh, he's got another one, but he might be 78 rated. Interesting. Well, we can take a look at suggestions later. I want to get Timothy Weah just nailed down before anyone else signs him, basically. I don't want to take any risks here. He's very positive about all of it. Don't really want to make any changes other than make it more attractive for him. There's a 22-year-old who's almost as good as Mousset now, I would say. Is just incredible. What an incredible signing that will be. So we don't have the money for it now, but we've got to sell Muse. Trade Drinkwater. I thought about a trade, but I don't want to risk it because those can be a little bit uncertain. Speaking of our team, yes, we've got a lot of players who we can look to move on. Muse, he's going to Freiburg. I mean, we can do that now because we know they're top 150. Calabrese, don't want to lose him. Woodman's staying. I think 3.6 for Danny Drinkwater is reasonable. We can let him go. He's no longer features. I'm going to keep Clark Salter because he is a good fourth choice centre-back, and for 2.8 mil, we might be able to find a free transfer, I suppose. Vuk, that's a good point. That's a good point. We are going to get a lot of money, so maybe we do need more salary budget. What sort of salary? So, yeah, you're probably right, because so obviously when it's a scouted player, you get much more favourable terms. They'll accept much more favourable terms. He only wants a 40 grand increase in his salary, so 608,000. You know, if we're going to try and dislodge players who are already at teams who aren't transfer listed, we're probably going to need to drop a lot more than that on salary budget. So you're right, maybe just switch it up slightly before we get the money back. Matthias, why do we need Hunter? Yeah, Hunter at centre forward. Oh, we were so close to scoring though. Come on, that was close. Sure, we chucked away a chance of Europe this season, but yeah, it was close. Hudratata, welcome aboard. Tell Big Daddy Kane to pull one of his Oscars. Yeah, I think he's probably already gone through quite a few, to be honest. I don't know which of these you get more of. Let's just... Season objective bonus. That's got to be the big one, hasn't it? Does anyone know which of these give you more or less money? Because I might switch a few to salary budget, or maybe I should do contract option payments from transfer budget. That might make sense. Not sure we're ready for Europe. Yeah, you're probably right, Matthias. Yeah, Book, exactly right. We need to give some pretty big salaries to prize players away from clubs that they actually want to be at, rather than ones that are actively trying to sell them. I don't know here. I'm just going to go like that. There we are. That's some smart management there. Season objective gives you a lot. Interesting. Yeah, I thought that might be the case, Vuk. That's interesting. So that's fine. I think that still just about works. We're getting the big lump sum into transfer budget that I still think will be... I still think we're going to need... Or gate receipt is one of the highest. I think we've got a good mix here. I reckon this is probably going to be... We need a bit in both, to be honest. Although we are getting 15, nearly 16 mil for Muse, which is incredible. That'll all pretty much, well, yeah, we'll have 14 mil left. That's 3 players. I think we're about right. I think we're about right here. Any manager that is managing a team, or any team that manager... Oh, I see. That's the link. Thanks, Eli. I think we got that right. I think we got it right. So scouting wise, yeah, for the minute, it's just sign ourselves that centre forward to replace Muse. I guess we'll just sell Muse now, just so we know where we are. Well, yeah, we might as well sell him because he's going. Oh, Moose T. Well, V's in the chat, please. For the mustachioed sex bomb that was Lys Muse. What an incredible season he had for us. He just got the call from Germany and he found it a more attractive prospect, I guess. You know, maybe he's got family there. Maybe he's got family there, I don't know. He's been great. 26 years old. He's absolutely brilliant player. For a 75 rated player, he's got everything that you could ask for. But rules is rules. Lys Muse, we hardly knew ye. 350,000 salary is nice as well. And there we are, 20 mil, looking a lot more favourable now. As I said, players to leave, Drinkwater to go. We can also tidy up things down here. Crossley Lima, that's a sad one. 2 mil for him. Well, Hunter's going to be kicking around, isn't he? So we can probably do that. I keep forgetting that we didn't loan Young or Baines. We still got them. Anyway, yeah, great player, Crackerjackal. Thanks for all the V's in the chat. Yeah, but Timothy Ware can develop. Absolutely, Hood Rattata. Oh, yeah, you're right. I should rename Brereton. That's a good shout. Give Adam Armstrong a little tidy up when I went in to change the new kits over. So, other than writing our shopping list that we do need to do, and I think I'll do that in a minute. Let's just keep things moving. Let's get going here. Wow, just powering through there. Ooh, club team offers. Do we want to make any... do we want to make a prediction here? Oh, Nito's got a link here. Alunga played for Girona. Was Alunga the player? All right, we'll have a look at him. We'll have a look at him. Oh, Newcastle. That's a good shout. But that's a great connection, Nito, if that was the player you're looking at. Arsenal, Redmore King. That would be nice. That would be, oh, narrative-wise, that would be hard to resist. Everton. I think it might be that sort of level, Hood Rattata. Let's go and have a look. Management career, management offers... Southampton. They've come back for us. You were close with Arsenal in a way, Red Bull King, because it's one of our previous teams. No national team job offers. Atalanta would be great, wouldn't it? That would be amazing. Really interesting team to go to, but yeah, we're not going to be going anywhere. Yeah, you're right. Atalanta hard to decline, but you know we are the Leatherhead project. So Weah's done. Way good start. Not even into the new season, and we're already making big signings. Kashiwa Raysol, they can't be top 150. Good thing as well because we don't want to lose Ilias. 2 new players for the scout. Danny Rowe to Millwall, to our rivals. Danny, you can't do that. We love you, Danny. You're a club legend. Not allowing that to happen, definitely. May's budget is in. Hester Cook up to 73. Good to see he is still improving. Looks like we've got Milner and Kieran Gibbs in the youth side. Yeah, don't be a rat, Danny Rowe. You're right. If you manage to reach 78 next season, Pedro Porro could be a good upgrade. Oh yeah, we looked at him before. He was good. On a rat mark too, yeah. Sad times. We can't let Danny Rowe go down that path. Corinthians could be another linked club. Eddie played for them and he's Arsenal sporting director. That would totally be allowed. Totally be allowed. Atalanta, yeah, we knew about that. It's a shame. And let's go and just nail down Big Tim. Yankee Tim. What a signing. Big things here. And a good value one as well. 10 mil release fee. That's not too bad, really. We're paying below the market value. Huge fan of this signing. It's got the Inspire trait as well for dribble through. And great to have an American on board. There we are, first signing. Mwah, that is gorgeous. What a gift from God Timothy Weah was. And by God I mean his father, who to many is a god. No, I didn't mean that. But what a gift from God to lose Mousse and then have him pop up straight away. Timmy is there, and the prediction was correct. Centre forward was always going to be right. If any of you went for centre back, then you know you've clearly not been paying attention. So we can change these up now. I don't think we need to look for another striker, but the time is now to look at our shopping list. And Liberian players, yeah. Where to go, exactly. Right, let's take a look at the game plan. Try and find our weak spots. Oh, he's not here yet, but he will be. So, except for Balogun, I'd say this is our starting 11 as it stands. Let's just tidy up the bench here. Drinkwater obviously going out. Hunter remains. I think we'll look to keep hold of Ashley Young. Mousse going out, as we know. Misha, we don't need Baines, Young and Jamili. This is the Weah. Like that. So let's just go top to bottom. Is this the Weah to Leatherhead? Nice. There's just so many. Where do I begin? Right. Left wing. Options out there. Armstrong can play there. BB King can play there. Should have done the squad depth. thing because that was quite fun. Tyler Roberts can play there. That's about it. So we've got 3 left wingers. Centre forwards. Will, welcome aboard. Yeah, Messi, done. We got that nailed down instantly. So centre forward, it's going to be Balogun, Armstrong and Weah. No Mousset, unfortunately, but Weah an upgrade for me. Right wing is Armstrong, Ashley Young, Tyler Roberts. There's 3 there, I guess. Attacking mid, it's Big Zany, the Nut. I think just Nutsy. Nutto. Big Nutty in the middle. Ilias Chair, his understudy. Simple there, really. That makes a lot of sense. I think it's this central midfield role is the issue. De Silva can play there, but we like him so much at left back. Allison, you wouldn't want him there. Chair and Nutty can't really play there. I think centre mid is going on the list, definitely. Possibly as our biggest concern. I do love De Silva. Oh yeah, of course, Balogun is American as well, yeah. The American Air Force. No, there's something we can work out there. DMF. It's really just De Silva who can play there as well. I think we want a versatile CMF DMF. Allison very rarely needs to be removed from the side, but yeah, that could be one to cover as well. Who else can play there? Calabrese play there? No. So yeah, that maybe does need a look as well. I think CMF/DMF is probably where we want to look. The back line, in terms of numbers, is probably our weakest spot. With Weah coming in, Armstrong better than that, really. He's 76 as a centre forward. NASA up top, love that. You know, our sort of front 4, at least, all 74 rated or above, technically. Happy with these 2, and maybe another central midfielder. Rohan, that's a good shout. I think that's what we might get into now, actually, is bringing Calabrese into the centre-back duo. But I don't want to drop Will Seeger, and I don't think he's done enough wrong for us to do that. But I agree that a right-back would certainly be something to look for. Too Fat to Move, welcome aboard. Hola! Hola. Glad to be back on stream. I was a few episodes behind temporarily. Yeah, and it must be tough at the moment. I'm probably going to announce this officially on YouTube, but I think for the rest of this series, I'm not going to edit these down. It's going to be the live stream replays, which it must be a pain in the arse if you're trying to watch it back. I'll try and make sure to always have the timestamps, so if you're watching this on YouTube, hopefully I've done that. Possibly not. But anyway, for the rest of this series, I don't think I'm going to edit them down. There's a huge time difference between putting them up as they are, and anyway, that's what's happening. Through Josh De Silva, who's Angolan, you can go and get a Portuguese player like Paulinha. Interesting. That is some connection. Generally, the 6 degrees of Sherwood don't work with the players. It's really normally just through the manager and his rough connections, but we could swing that if we found the right one, definitely. So backline, as I said, Will Seeger needs to do more wrong for us to drop him as an original player in this side. Tosin, yeah, has been a rock. Calabrese at right back, yeah, he's not the right back that we want, is he? I think what we've got is we've got free transfers, loans and meme transfers only. Save me money. Moody Presents, welcome aboard. Your Moody Presents, much appreciated, and you've hit the nail on the head there. I think we just mainly go for memes now. But yeah, what we've got at right back is essentially 2 players in Young and Calabrese that we want a sort of average of between them both, really. Calabrese, an absolute beast, but can play at right back and is not a bad crosser, but he hasn't really provided the assist that we'd hope for from overlapping right backs. He's a really, really good player. The Italian Stallion has been great. Ashley Young, obviously you pop him in there, you're going to get assists, but you're missing out on that defensive solidity. So if we could find someone who could do both, get a man who can do you both, then that's going to be tempting. De Silva at left back, I'm generally really happy with. He's been excellent. We could find a more defensively minded left back, but not too bothered. Big Sheriff Woody, happy. 75 rated. We could go slightly higher in rating, but I don't think we need to. Looking at the bench, yeah, I think it's centre backs. We've got 4. We've got 4 centre backs. Left backs, we've got tons. Right backs, we are a little bit low. So I think it's going to be a right back, isn't it? I think the 2 main areas are going to be central midfielder / defensive midfielder. This is a very short list. And a right back. Oh, and obviously, at the top of that list, sorry, this is clerical error. Clerical error there. It has to be another AMF, of course, as is tradition. Right. If Seeger is to go, then would Calabrese work at centre-back? Yeah, no, Calabrese is actually our highest rated centre-back, 75 rated. I just don't want to drop Seeger. And if he really does get found out this season, I think he maybe was treading the thin line of being slightly out of his depth, then we look to move him on, possibly. Still only 23 years old, though. And he's a club legend, so, you know, he's come up from the youth academy. We can't just get rid of him. But, yeah, Calabrese can step in quite happily. Flanagan at Charleroi for depth at right back. Interesting, Will. We'll have a look. We're going to look at all English right backs, definitely. Pablo Maffio was loaned 4 times for Girona. How many times can you be loaned to the same team? Yeah, that's probably enough. Is that the one that... Yeah, okay, Maffio. He's a more defensive style of right back. Yeah, we want an all-rounder, really, but, you know, we'll take a look there. So, yeah, right back, centre mid, DMF. Easy. We go premium, I think. I think we want to be buying quality now. What we've somehow managed this series, which we've never done before, is to end up with a bit of squad depth. I've never seen a team this big for Master League Story Mode. Those of you watching for a long time, well, I'm sure know that generally we don't have anyone not on the bench. Somehow we've ended up with a really deep squad and potentially some money coming in as well. So I think we're happy there. Do we look at free do we need to look at this now? Just in case we're missing any. Let's just go straight in at the top. Fabian Delph. Don't need him, do we? Although, DMF, CMF backup. Free transfer, big Fabian. 33 years old, still plenty to go. Playing at Barcelona, we could tempt him back. It's an interesting signing, yeah. Eli, you found a Man United link. Oh, Steve Round is part of Mikel Arteta's coaching staff. Was it? Yeah, that'll work. We can assure Leatherhead manager Johnny Hunter's been asking scouts for information on Maffio. Does Maffio keep coming up, doesn't he? The English mind Braithwaite. S for Salvi, hello mate, welcome aboard. Hope you are well. Anyway, what are we doing here? Do we need to... Let's just go English. Brexit FC. Let's make it easy. Karamoko Dembele. Hunter Junior 14, great name. How to do step over in PES 2021. Well, you're in the right place. Welcome to Spoony Pizza's skills thing. Tonight we'll be tucking in our step overs, and I can teach you everything you need to know. Sorry, that's not true. Go and check out Spoony Pizza on YouTube. He's probably done one on step overs. Can you even do step overs? I don't know. Right, so here we are. Here are the players that we can actually sign. We've seen all of these before. Oh, look, there's little Charlie. Charlie Dorco. Red Sparrows, welcome aboard. What a time to join the stream. Yeah, we're about to sign Fabian Delph. Oh, sneak preview of the kit, the new kit. There it is. There it is. Sneak preview. Oh, Verm. What an absolutely huge, a colossal host there from the legend that is the Vernimator. Wow, incredible stuff. Welcome aboard, any raiders. But here we are. We're just basking in the glory of Leatherhead's new kit. So much to explain to people who've never been in the stream before, but essentially, this is the new kit for Leatherhead FC. It's my hometown club. We're playing there. This is the new kit. Why Cornetto, you might ask? Well, our last kit was pot noodle themed because, oh my god, I mean, do I put too much time and effort into these backstories? Yes. Ultimately, yes, I do. But Leatherhead, my hometown club, based in the same town, is Unilever. Huge, evil, massively evil corporation who own everything you've ever heard of. So we've sort of been going with their brands. They're our main sponsor. And we've done pot noodle. We started with just Unilever. We've gone pot noodle. And now we are on to Cornetto, another Unilever brand. Of course, it all makes sense. Yeah, PES 27, unnecessarily detailed Master League. That's what we go with. But yeah, welcome aboard, any raiders. Thanks again, Vern, for the raid. What an absolute pleasure. That is the second raid ever in the history of this channel. So, good stuff. You're on the leaderboard for that quite comfortably. Yeah, notice the feathers as well. So thanks to Will, obviously. I didn't mention Will is in the chat right now. Will plays games sometimes. Go and follow his stream. Absolutely. He designed this kit very kindly for me. I haven't given you any money yet, Will. That is my policy. You design a kit, you get some money, so it's happening. Very subtle detail that I didn't even spot until putting it in is that the feathers are meant to represent the swan of Leatherhead. So simple as that. I would wear that, absolutely. I'd love that. Absolutely love that. So there we are, Cornettos all round. It's slightly better for you than a pot noodle, maybe. Definitely less salt. Anyway, where were we? Right, so we are on the edge of our second season in the Premier League, and we are just, first of all, doing our due diligence and checking all of the English free transfers that are available. We can only sign in, well, we can't, I'm not even going to try and explain the transfer rules now again, but that's what we're doing. And Fabian Delph is at Barcelona, obviously. So, as tempted as we are, we're not going to be signing Fabian Delph. Is there anyone else in here? We don't need any more left backs. Williams at right back. He looks good, actually. Who's he? Ah, Williams. Anyone want to help me out there? I'm assuming he's real. Good lofted passing. I mean, if you're looking just at the... Oh no, hang on, he's a centre-back. What am I looking at? Not a left-back. It's Robbie Williams. We don't need another centre-back, and he can only play there. He's good, though. He is good. Maybe we sell Salty Clark and bring him in on a free. Would be crazy to let him go, would it? We'll put him on the list. Njorgaard doesn't sound very English, does he? You haven't missed any meme sightings, Red Sparrows. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. No, okay, nothing else in there that we need. I don't think there's anything else we need to do before we make our way to the next season. So shall we just crack on? I think we probably should. Scout's got a little something for us. That's reminded me of that classic, pop classic. I've got a little something for you. We're sort of done for centre forwards. I don't know whether we need to sign another centre forward. I suppose the smart thing to do now would be to... Oh, he's good. Bloody hell. Can we do a Man City Jack Grealish Messi thing and just send back Big Timothée? Because this guy has got some numbers. Got some numbers that are attractive to me. Phil HD85 and Pez Geek, thanks for the follows, mate. Much appreciated. Ah, Reece Williams from Liverpool. Good shout, Coop Loops. Yeah, maybe we should bring him in. That's smart business. We've done smart business throughout our career at Leatherhead. We shouldn't stop now. This guy's good, though. This guy is quality. Missing anything here in terms of skills, but I like him. 75 finishing is okay. We don't need another centre forward, but we could have another centre forward. We'll add him to the list. Del Boy, son of Costolo. What a name that is. What a name that is. Thanks for joining. Thanks for following. If you're enjoying the stream. Brignola, the Italian Buendia. Ooh, look at that jawline. That is epic. They've really cranked up the ears and jawline in the Brignola family. Don't think he's the one. Mattiossi, you just purely are all of our signings going to be based on chance? Because I'm down with that. You can never have too many forwards, Felipe. Yeah, I'm with you there. I do like the look of, speaking of jawlines, this guy, Wirtz. But we don't need any more attacking midfield. Attacking midfield depth, particularly. It's only 19 though. We'll add him to the list as well. This has been the least effective scouting of all time. Looking for still developing centre forwards in England has found us nothing. It found us Phil Foden. Wirtz the new Havertz. Is that just purely based on the Z at the end? Because that's fine. Everybody Wirtz sometimes. That's good. Ugly boy. Yeah, he's his football's got him through life, really, hasn't it? So Foden, yeah, it's above our rating allowance. But yeah, we found absolutely sweet fuck all in here. So we're going to stick with France because that's done us pretty good so far. We'll keep them looking for a centre forward because they've done really well there. It's not Luis Suarez, Eli, it's someone else. So we want a DMF/CMF. So I think if we look for still developing DMF in France, that's got smart move written all over it. And then right back as well is our final area that we want to strengthen. So this guy's good. We are looking for a centre midfielder who's 78 rated, though I don't think we'll make it that far. We might get to 77. Probably won't. Let's go right back. And we'll go France again. After the Weah signing. I think going for overall rating was the mistake, wasn't it? Because they're going to push the rating that is most, allowed. Most allowed? That makes no sense. They're going to push for the rating, the best rating of player that is likely to want to move to your club, which is slightly higher. Only 2 higher than what we're allowed. Those of you watching for the first time, we have a rule in terms of transfers that you can only sign players of an equal OPR, overall rating, to your highest rated player, which for us is somehow still Ashley Young, who came in last season as a backup player and has been fine, but not the best. Zanatdinov, our most likely player, I would say, to rise to 77 before the end of the transfer window, although saying that, I think Weah could well be the man to do that. So, I think we have done all of our due diligence now in what will always be the slowest paced episode of Master League you've ever seen in your life. Let's get to the end of the season, shall we? Will Kamara, Zunga and or Jack at Rangers for CMF, Arteta connection. Yeah, we could totally allow that. Alright, we'll do 5 minutes of shout outs for players now. Oh, Scouts got something for us already. Another French centre forward. Good, now go. Yeah, there's some talent here. What the fuck were we doing scouting Italy? That did not go well. We should have gone to France straight away. We've had 3 incredible centre forwards who are probably all better than Mousse. This guy is really, really good as well. Lacking a bit in skills. Still, I'm happy with Weah. But maybe we should have kept our powder dry there. Right, yeah, let's have if anyone's got, let's once again just remind me of any players that you're suggesting. What was the one that you had, Nito? Ganago, that's it. Ganago. Are we taking, ooh. Hang on. Oh, it was a Lunga. Ganago's the player we just looked at. That was confusing. That was confusing. A Lunga. Okay. Not in the game by the looks of it, mate, unless we're spelling that wrongly. Doesn't look to be an Alunga here, unfortunately. Ranquan says Shomurodov. Well, Ruan has got a great record, as we know, so we've got to respect anything that he's coming out with. Shumaro. Let's take a little looky here. .79 rated. Uzbekistan this time. I mean, I'm loving the polls you're getting here. Rostov. Okay. So there are some great players in the Russian league. That's not going to be the one for us, I don't think, there. Anyone else got any suggestions before we move on? Sangare at PSV. That is a great link, Eli. Sangare at PSV is good. Halvar Thoresen was a player at PSV when he was in Escape to Victory with Michael Caine, Leatherhead owner. That is amazing. I'm loving the Escape to Victory links. That's what got us Allison, wasn't it? So, happy with that. Okay, Will's got some shouts. Let's take a look, Will. That would be a great one, but not for now. 79 rated, yeah. We'll come back to him. Zunga. Oh, these are all at Rangers. Okay, we'll take a look at Rangers. With the Arteta link, of course. That is it. That's not how you do it, is it? Club teams. Scotland. Jermaine Defoe, maybe. That's what we're saying. Zunga, Kamara, Davis. Well, Kamara might well be within range. Yeah. I don't know how he's 77 rated. Sometimes you look at a player and where's that rating coming from? Only 74 physical contact. It's a big old boy. Obviously great defensively. Kent is good. Taverner, I mean, we're looking for a right back. That might be, you know, one of the most interesting ones. Is Taverner for that right back spot. Foozy Gang, thanks for the follow. Oh, hello, Taverner. Yeah, exactly. What do you think of Willock leaving Kudratata? I'm a bit gutted, really. I'm a bit gutted. The only thing that's making me not maybe so sad about it is I'm assuming that means that they must have a plan for someone who can play in the midfield and actually score goals, which would be James Maddison. I don't know if that's going to happen. That would be a dream signing for me. I think he's class. Many may not agree, but I think he is class. Mafio, yeah, you keep mentioning him, don't you, Vuk? So I think this will be our last one. Mafio, the Mafioso. 75 rated. Okay, he's at Huesca now. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Interesting. 4 mil release fee. Is he better than Ashley Young, though? That's the problem that we've got. We need to be pushing for a 77 rated right back, really. He's alright, though. He's alright. But he's not grabbing me by the balls and making me. Anyway, Zanatdanov there just wants to enjoy playing his soccer. What a legend. What a chin. And Tyler Roberts. Some bids potentially coming in for the Welshman. National team call up. Ganago, yeah, we just checked him. He was class, but I don't think we need a new striker. Another striker. It's not tucking me in, Red Sparrows, exactly. Right. Shall we at some point today make it to the next season? I don't know. Crazy. Oh, hang on, quiet. Shh. Angry Phil Collins has got something to say. It's been amazing watching the guys this season. We've achieved our goal and looked good while we were at it. I'm already feeling positive about the new season. Thanks, Phil. That's uncharacteristically positive. Of course, the club, something. Oh, we missed it. Fuck. Well, seems in a good mood at least. Hopefully he's tapping up old Mickey Caine for a bit of cash. Bit of cashola for the new season. There's Will talking to Leighton Baines. Leighton Baines has done a lot of work in the changing room. Not much on the pitch, but he's done a bit. Something about a stellar squad. Yeah, we do need to be building a stellar squad now to have any chance. So we've moved our way up in the club ranking to 215. We're approaching that 150. I mean, I guess once we pass 150, then absolutely no one above us in the rankings can sign our players without us saying no. There's an argument that maybe we should be decreasing that 150. But yeah, that's still pretty impressive, isn't it? I'm with you there, Matthias. 215, get in. Finally, a bit of respect on the Swans. Yeah, Everton, that's a good shout. The Arteta link is... I think it's strong enough. I think it's strong enough there. I'm not really... I mean, linked teams, yeah, we do need to check linked teams. We need to be diligent in this window. We need to be professional. We need to make sure that we're covering all the bases. I think we can look at 77 rated. I'd love Tom Davis in the midfield. 87 aggression, 79 ball winning. Great passer of the ball. The waviest dresser in the Premier League. I think he's class. What's the release fee? 18 mil release fee. Yeah, we're talking big numbers as we start to look at players of this calibre. Gbaman. I think Champions League teams are the most logical. Yeah, probably. But I don't mind losing players. It's nice. Adds an element of, unpredictability to the save. Cracker Jackal, Everton is your team. Nice. Well, I like this guy. I'm hovering on him for a reason. Imagine him next to Alisson in the midfield. He's a DMF though. We'd have to play 2 DMFs. We do need backup, but he's not going to be backup, is he? Doesn't have a release fee. He's not going anywhere. Yeah, okay. So we've passed all of the ones of interest here. Worth a look though, obviously. Worth a look. Let's crack ourselves on. Until... yeah, I think we need to be in the next season. Needs to happen now. Oh, do we want to take another guess at which club has come in for us now? So we've had Southampton, we've had Atalanta. I think this could be a big club. I think Spurs, whoever said that, is a good shout. Spurs or Arsenal, that sort of level. Yeah, Everton is a linked club. Yeah, we've worked that out, but it was just no. Good shout. And right back. Yeah, Ibrahim Sangari at PSV. Or we'll take a look at him, Eli. Ponte Preta. Oh, now that would be hard to turn down. That would be hard to turn down. Ramin might be the perfect depth player, to be honest. I don't think we'd get him though, Will, without a release fee. Maybe, but he would be perfect, yeah. And he can play it right back, did he? I didn't notice that. Leicester, Brighton, West Ham. Okay, let's take a look. We are a manager, obviously, in high demand. Because not only can we take a team from the depths of the Isthmian League all the way up to the Premier League, an 8th spot in 6 seasons, 7 seasons, but also we can put in a bloody good shift. Oh, okay. So it was Spurs. Leatherhead have very kindly offered us a new contact, and Deportes La Serena have really taken a punt there, haven't they? Fair play to them. I mean, Spurs, I feel like they're putting that offer in as just taking the piss. I mean, they know that we play for Arsenal. Why would they do that? Maybe they're just trying to rile up Arsenal. And to be fair, we have lost our love for Arsenal after they let us go after our 3rd broken leg with not so much as even, the tiniest bit of HR support. We were left to our own devices and things went badly. And only by the grace of God did we make our way back into football and where we are now. So, going to Spurs, maybe that could be the final fuck you to Arsenal, but I don't think that's going to happen. Of course, there is only really one option here. It's the renewal at the mighty Tanners. Come on then, passion tokens in the chat. Passion tokens in the chat for this historic moment. We didn't get the sack. We finished 8th. We got the 5er. And now, let's actually get... oh, no, hang on. Just for the passion tokens, let's do it here. Atalanta would be great. Come on, just one passion token so I can see it. There they are. Yes! Historic moment here. As we accept the opportunity to extend our tenure as Leatherhead manager for another year. Just the 1 year. Bit tight there from Angry Phil Collins. Love that. Will with the sunglassed. Tim Sherwood. Lovely work, everybody. Right. Yeah, with the screen changes on purpose that time, Mattios, for once. Just so we could see the passion tokens. So that's done. No national team offers yet. Could still happen. Messages. Job at Spurs. No thanks. Contract extension. We know about that. And, oh, season objective bonus. So that is the big one then. Don't often get a chance to chat with you, but when I do, I love it when it's good news. Thanks, Phil, I'm assuming. Could be Michael Caine, you never know. I don't often get the chance to chat with you, but when I do, I love it when it's good. No, that's not right. I can only do Tim Sherwood. Matt's off to bed. Cheers, mate. I accepted a deal with Leatherhead. That was the plan, Eli, wasn't it? Shit, did I do it right? Jesus Christ. Yeah, no, Matthew, you're right. I mean, the amount of times I've fucked that up. Is Bayern Munich too tenuous of a link with Southampton's manager playing for their reserve team? Yeah. To be honest, it depends on how good the player is, and then I'll allow it normally. Here we go from Fabrizio Romano. Yeah, nice. After taking a look at your results this season, I increased your budget for the next. You've only got another 7 million in your war chest. Oh, that's just not Michael Caine, is it? But good, bit of extra cash there. Let's take another look. 21 mil now, the transfer budget. Yeah, salary budget looking a little low, but as we lose players, we'll gain some of that back. Let's keep moving. How long have we gone for? Can we go for an hour before even making it to the new season? That would be quite impressive. Well, what we can do now is we can have a look at the new kits, thanks to Will. Oh no, I've started playing this now. Oh no, am I going to have to... Can I go back? Yeah, I think I can go back. So Pepe, he won't be missed. I can't hurt to look at some Bayern youth players. Yeah, that's a good shout. Anyway, new kits. Thanks to Will for the new kits. There is our home kit. Beautiful. The befeathered cornetto. Beautiful. The green. The green. That's a mint cornetto then, I suppose. Must be. Lovely work there. And there we are. Strawberry cornetto for the away shirt. Replaces the beef and tomato pot noodle kit that we so loved from last season, and was a bit of a good luck charm for us, but very pleased with that. Great work again, Will. And we've got a third kit as well. Lovely stuff. A white kit. Got to be happy with that. We also have a really nice goalkeeper kit. In the end, Will, I've gone for the Pride kit as the goalkeeper kit because I liked it so much. I want to see it in every game. So it's a black kit again. So we've gone with the Bombay Bad Boy goalkeeper kit. Sorry. Gone with the Bombay Bad Boy black kit, but it's a really nice Pride themed Cornetto logo kit. I loved it so much that we have made it our full kit there. Oh, that's got a number on the shorts and the other one doesn't. I didn't change the colour there. Anyway, Felipe Hunter, not far away from the old boys game. You're right. Not far away at all. We're not going to play that. Just 2 minutes left until we've reached the hour mark without progressing a year, which would be some sort of record. Scout's got 3 for us. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, awesome kits, Will. Awesome kits. Out of nowhere as well. So, another French centre forward. Oh, 78 rated. The Bombay Bad Boy Cornetto. That would be incredible. He's amazing. Look at this guy. Wow. If only we could sign him. It'd be great, unfortunately. One for the future, perhaps. There's good stuff in there. First, DMF, CMF from France is Caicedo. This is what we're after. Box to box. Young box to box midfield. Whoa, shit. This French scout. Round of applause for the French scout. This guy absolutely nailing it. If I see anything that really floats my boat in terms of ball winning aggression, defensive. Whoa! Oh my god! What a unbelievable! That is some fucking scouting there. 21 years old. The Ecuadorian coming in from Rennes. That is unbelievably good scouting. The same guy who found us Timothy Weah has smashed it. The Italian scout is in the mud. Absolutely. Yeah, the next Kante. Yeah, that French scout needs tucking in. Yeah, it must be literally be Arsene Wenger. That is elite. Look at the passing, the speed. You couldn't. You know, if you asked me to input the stats that we wanted, Okay, 11 million. So he's serious money, but that's fine. Absolutely fine. I'm not going to fuck with that. We can't afford to lose this. 595,000 takes him right up to the top end of our wage structure. That is very, very nice work. Very nice work indeed. Hester Cook in huge danger, Matthios. Completely agree. Of course, Caicedo coming in, a younger player. Have to earn his place. But that is special. Let's see if they can do quite as well with a right back. Doesn't look to be this guy, although he is good. God's best man, you've got a trial shift tomorrow for a new job. We'll catch the end of the stream tomorrow. God's best man, great to see you again. And best of luck with the trial shift. Trying to think of any tips. Just don't talk about Tim Sherwood. That's the mistake I normally make. Anyway, so great work there. Transfer record about to be smashed. Yeah, but transfer record smashed for a player who might not start. Don't know about that, but can't turn that one down. Caicedo, what a touch. Leatherhead 4, the old boys 1. Great stuff. Yeah, Hunter is certainly on the edge of old boy territory, isn't he? So there we are. Look at that. Hunter and BB King are in sync. Of course they are. Allison there. He's very relaxed. He's focused. One thing that we haven't considered at all is the very, very strong chance of getting bids for some of our top players from other 150 teams. We've had it with Muse. That was a shock. Luckily, we were able to replace there. But I feel like BB King has got to have some interest in him, surely. The season that he had, arguably our best player. I don't want to jinx it, but I think we have to be mentally and physically prepared for that eventuality. Okay, should we do it? Shall we? It's been 1 hour and 1 minute. Love it. Refusing anything else. We're a Leatherhead manager forever. Oh yeah, of course Leeds got relegated. That was our fault as well. We allowed Bournemouth to beat us on the final day because Hunter wanted to get a Premier League goal before retiring his knees officially. So that is a massive shame. I don't think we've actually got any Leeds links. We can't really give us Bielsa as a link. Burnley and Fulham going down as well. Not such surprising news. Palace, Sheffield and West Brom back up. Fair enough, but that is sad. Sad to see Leeds go. So 2022, 2023. 26 episodes in now, are we? 27 episodes. Just cruising now, just cruising. Opening day. Who is going to be... Well, it's going to be Weah, isn't it? We've only signed one player. But let's all put on our Yankee caps to welcome in Timothy Weah. Straight from the mean streets of Brooklyn, New York, comes a man whose father is... I can't keep doing that. Yeah, USA. What a signing. Hunter there. Very, very pleased that with Muse going straight out, Timothy Weah, a younger, better version, comes straight in. Good chat here with Hunter as well. Just saying, look, his name's Tim Sherwood, all right? I'll give you a mug. I'll get you a mug. Get you a passion token as well. There we are. Great to see the training ground looking great. There we are. Ooh, and we're straight into the boardroom as well. Hunter still smashing the coffees. Question is though, is that an Irish coffee this season? Last season, many speculated that it was an Irish coffee because we said we could finish 8th. Phil Collins is saying, oh sorry, that's in the way. He's basically saying avoid relegation, which, you know, we can do better than that. I mean, that's poor. That's poor from Angry Phil Collins. How about we aim to stay in the top position? We could have finished 7th, Phil, for fuck's sake. Have a bit of faith. Look at that nodding. Let's just make him wait. It's all about psychology in the boardroom. It's right that any US office fans will know. The key to negotiating is to make your opponent negotiate first. Yeah. You go first. No, you go first. No, but we'll go first. So I think... Top half is where we said before, wasn't it? I mean, I think it's got to be top half. Things could go wrong. We should aim to make it into the Champions. If it was Europe, then you could... I think we're going to have to... We don't want to get sacked. As much fun as the pressure was last season, I think we've got to stay top half again. As much as it pains me. 8th place was equally as unlikely. Well, yes, it proved not to be, but yes, it was a bit of a crazy decision at that point. But I think we're going to be a little bit more refined. I think 8th has a nice ring to it again. Wouldn't you agree? Tenner for the Champions League. Oh, I missed that, Red Sparrows. I would have taken that bet 100%. But we're going with that. I wait until the final game of the season to know if we're going up or staying down. Just make sure we finish somewhere in the top half. Fair enough. Well, everyone's happy there. You're right. Finishing that position is definitely not out of our league, so to speak. Oh, Angry Phil with the jokes. It's got to be 6th, though. Yeah, absolutely, Imka. 6 or above. They're harsh in this game too. Oh, Will, that's a good point. So Terry got sacked. Wow, we've still never been sacked in Master League Story Mode. Not for being any good at it, just we've never had that happen. But that is that's good to know. I assumed by this stage you probably wouldn't get sacked, but anyway. Oh, sad there. The moustached magician, Muse, Triple M. Sad to see him there. That's his going away press conference there. But there's Timothy straight in. Way, yeah. What's going in? So, season targets set. Earnings for June to be looked at here. Ashley Young's gone down to 75, unsurprisingly. Sega, Lima, Jamaili contracts. I think we can pretty much ignore that because I can never be bothered with them. Let's take a look at the offers that we've got on the table. There we are. We're Let's take a look at his development sheet. Oof, looking good. Him and Armstrong both developing similarly. Where's good with the ball? Much like Muse. Good with the ball at his feet. Finishing, not as good as Armstrong. On a par with BB King, and we know how well that's gone. Physical contact's quite low. The balance, I mean, Armstrong is an absolute freak of nature when it comes to balance and speed and finishing. Maybe we should be playing him up top, I don't know. Oh, Red Bull King, you very, very kind man. There he is. There's Tim Sherwood with the salute. Thanks for the sub, mate. That really, really means a lot. We're really kicking on here towards our next emote, which we've had a few. I'd say the leading contenders for the next emote are either Blanca, maybe with Alison's face, that wouldn't really work at that size, or Debbie Harrison. That's where we are at the moment. The matriarch of this channel. Get rid of Salty Clark immediately, says Will. Yeah, probably best. Phil Jones for Clark Salter. Was Phil Jones a free transfer? I might have missed him. We could take the money. I think we get rid of Danny, don't we? Sorry, Danny. He's been a good player to have off the bench, but we're going to have another centre midfielder coming in, definitely. So, big drink of water. He's on his way out. Bye, Danny. Thanks for the effort. It's been a pleasure. 1.8 for Ilias Chair. Get the hell out of here with that crap. We're not selling Danny Rowe. Lima to Brentford. I think we'll keep him. Unless we need the money. Is anyone sniffing around our best players though? That's a big question. Roberts has got some attention, but you often won't find about the bids that come in for our best players until it happens, so we never know what's going to happen there. But we can only worry. So, we're into the window. We're waiting to hear about Caicedo. Let's go and look at some English right backs. Yeah, shall we bring in Reece Williams and get rid of Clark Salter, Coop Loops? I think you're right. I think everyone would be happy to see the back of Salty Clark. So let's bring in Reece Williams here. Should get him on an absolute steal of a salary. We'll give him 266. Yeah, looks good to me. Roberts hasn't been impressive, I agree. We don't need all the sentimental squad men. You're right, Felipe, but I don't want to sell him unless we have to. I am sentimental. Wirtz and Gomez still well out of reach. Did Gomez must have been scouted? He'd be excellent, wouldn't he? Garner, United player that we found via the scouts, is still a good option. Big Jackie boy, we never did bring him in, did we? We are looking for a meme signing, and we are looking for a central midfielder, and he is one of my favourite players of all time. Can't say I'm not tempted by triggering that 4 mil release fee. Can't see how he's going to fit in though. Bear that one in mind. Sarachat, a player we'd still like in the side. Not much in the list, to be honest. So, let's go and take a look at some linked clubs first. If anyone wants to shout out some linked clubs that I'm going to go for, I'm going to start with the obvious ones. Arsenal. We played there. Simple. Pablo Marie. Oh yeah, Jack Harrison's there. Emil Smith Rowe. 2 mil release fee. Damn, that's tempting. We definitely don't need him. But that is silly money. Silly salary as well. I thought he'd gone to Leeds. Maybe he was on loan. Yeah, Grealish at Arsenal. Yeah, and Saka's gone to Spurs, which is the most painful thing. We should probably take the Hester Cook slot, but not sure if it's enough of an improvement. It's not really. It's not. I'd love Smith Rowe at the club, but I'd hate the fact that he would be... Well, he'd probably be above Ilias Chair. We don't need him, but I do like him. Leipzig, PSG. Alright, we'll take a look at Leipzig and PSG. That seems like a laugh. PSG, you never know. They need to start freeing up some cash, don't they, at the moment? For that wage budget. Kazawa, obviously very talented left back. We don't need another left back though. Xavi. Doesn't he have a real face? I thought he had a real face and hair. Apparently not. Rizatil. Looks good. Physically would be a worry there. Leipzig. Oh no, we don't have the Bundesliga in this, do we? Or do we? No, we do. Of course we do. Leipzig. We could change to 2 AMFs and DMF formation. Yeah, we could do that. Hester Cook over Smith Rowe. I think I quite like keeping it as it is. We've got us this far, which may not be the right way to look at it. Cannon. Another Kazakhstani. That does not sound like a Kazakhstani name to me. Ruan, can you confirm? It's good though. Germanovic. Some big names in here. Ukrainian. Not seeing anything in there that I like, to be honest. To be honest. Other link sides, Southampton, no, probably not anything there. Girona, signing purely on the fact that he's a cannon. Bayern, Everton, Rangers. What was the Bayern link? All right, we'll take a look at Bayern. Not the Leipzig, I know. I don't know if these are even right. I haven't. You know, this save started a long time ago. Palace. Oh yeah, there was a Palace link. Let's take a look at Palace. That's a good one. Zenit through Arshavin. Yeah, that could work. What are we looking for? Right backs and central midfielders. Andros Townsend. Ferguson. He's popped up a lot. He is good. Doesn't have the passing we'd like. Let's just go take a look at English right back, shall we? I think that's probably our best start here when we're looking for right backs. And we could well have already sorted that central midfield signing with Caicedo. He looks like he's going to be an absolute steal. Let's take a look at right backs though. We'll go for 77 or below. Matty Cash, is that his name? Matty Cash. At Villa. Well, there we go, Eli. That covers that one. 15 mil release fee. We could go there. Lofted passing. What he does, so he's got pinpoint crossing. Love that. He's good. He's very good. How old is he? 25. Speed, physical contact's a bit low. Incredible stamina. Mikel Antonio, yeah. How is he 77 rated? Wow. He'd be a great signing. No release fee though. I'd sign him in a heartbeat. 32 years old and he's still absolutely smashing it on the stats. Look at that. What a player. Could narrow it down to pinpoint crossing in these players. That's a good shout. Matty Gash. No. No, not a fan. I like Matty Cash. Ferguson again. He's following us. Justin at Leicester. I prefer Matty Cash to him though, although speed... Let's compare. Okay, so Cash is actually quicker, all things considered. Top shagger Matty. Is he a top shagger? I don't know anything about him. I mean, I know who he is. It's good though. It's better defensively. Top player indeed. I'm liking him. That's the sort of, you know, aggressive signing that we need to make. Smashing a huge release fee to bring in a proper player like that. I mean, it is a big release fee. Maybe we could negotiate some sort of trade deal. You can't trade and... Glad we're checking him first. Justin is younger, true. But he's not impressed with our offer. He's going to take some big money. We'll just put it out there. I do like him. Justin, yeah, 24. He's only 1 year younger. Taverner, 31. That's maybe a little bit too old. Ashley Young, well, we've already got him. He's great. I mean, you can't really complain about Ashley Young. We could easily be playing him. Make sure you've got enough Casido. Good point, Red Sparrows. He got caught out messaging some Instagram model while he had a living girlfriend. Oh, Matty. You can just tell by the hair. I mean, that is the hair of a fuckboy, isn't it? Look at that. And the goatee. That's sus. Big sus. Baldock. I'm not signing a Sheffield player. Not a lot more of interest. Luke Ayling was a player that we liked. I just love the crossing of Matty Cash. I feel like he has suddenly become our #1 target. Weighted pass, pinpoint crossing, fighting spirit, early cross as well. Oh, he's got everything you could dream of. We'll go back in with a more aggressive offer if we have to, because I really like him. And I'd be happy to strengthen that area properly, rather than having like the halfway house that we've got. So what are we looking for? Also central midfielders. So let's take a look at English central midfielders, see if there's any in there that float our boat over and above Caicedo, who looks to be the perfect signing. Let's take a look at 77 down. Joe Willock. Oh, sad. Sad to see him leave. He's really good. It's really good. There's Cash as well. He can play... Didn't even notice that. He can play everywhere on the pitch. Excellent. He does look like he's copied Grealish. He's like a Poundland Jack Grealish hairstyle there, but... oh. No, he'd be good, wouldn't he? Cash is 77, but I feel like we're going to reach 77 by the end of the window. That's what I'm banking on here. Splash the cash from Matty Cash, baby. Yeah, I'm tempted. Jones would be excellent. 4 mil release fee? Well, I mean, we'd be crazy. Crazy not to trigger that and see if we can tempt him in. Is it Curtis Jones? What did I say? Chris Jones. Curtis Jones? Worth a try here though, definitely. He's not impressed, but we could offer him a mil for that sort of oh, fuck's sake, wrong button. If we're going into the sort of levels of mil salaries, then he's got to be a starter. There's a problem here. Worth a bash anyway. Big John. I mean, Shelby would be a meme signing, but I'm a huge fan of him. Huge fan. I think in the right team, in the right position in midfield, he's class. I mean, is there a better passer of the ball other than maybe James Ward-Prowse when it comes to English midfielders? Probably not. It's just everything else that he lacks. Just like his hair. But he would be good. Look, there we are. Fabian Delph. Free transfer. Thought he was. Chowdhury I like. I do like him. He would be a really, really smart signing. Good passer. Really just good all-rounder. And really good defensively. Him and Allison next to each other would be excellent. So that could happen. Oh, Eli's found a Chelsea link. Busy bee Eli. Josh Da Silva, of course. We've already got a very capable central midfielder on our books. Jay Ling's a player that we like. Chowdhury signing for the hair, yes. Unbelievable hair, of course. Okay, so I'm gonna wait and see what happens with Matty Cash, really. Was he definitely 77 rated when we looked at him? Yeah, so I'm hoping that Weah will go up. One of these four has got to go up to 77 before the end of the window. We've got probably ages, isn't it? We've got 2 games and like 4 weeks. Could happen. Could easily happen. So Jones, Williams, Hester Cook out. Jones and Cash both dependent. Caicedo would be amazing. Jennings would be a class lean. Yeah, it would be a good meme signing. Shelby would be a fantastic signing on the cheap. I don't know if I agree with you there, Will, but I think he would be a signing. Is he cheap though? No, 17 mil release fee. Doesn't look cheap to me. Chowdhury, 9 mil. Worth a punt. How much is Lingardinho? 12 mil release fee. Everyone's excited about Lingard. I don't know where we play him. I'm not interested. Right, let's keep cracking on. Already we're making some great progress. I think we're going to get to a stage where we've got a surplus of money and we don't know what to do with it, which is great. Come on. Tell me Caicedo has gone through. Yep. Good. I want 15 mil. Oh, happy to give him that. It's a big signing. It is a big signing, but we've got Deadwood to move on if we need to. It's a huge signing. Would that be our record signing? Possibly. Salary's very reasonable. Absolute beast of a player. Marking, interception, long ball expert, long ranger. He's got insane kicking power. Not much in the way of finishing. It would really put an end to Hester Cook's guaranteed starting position. But I think, unfortunately, we do need to face up to facts that if we want to be playing in Europe, we do need to be improving crucial areas of the pitch, like that box-to-box central midfield position. So I think with that in mind, we absolutely have to... Actually, I'm just quickly, I want to know more about him, because I don't know anything about him. So let's do a little looky. Let's have a little look-see. What was his name? Is he a fake player? Fucking hell. Is it Moises Caicedo? Oh, spelled that wrong. He is Ecuadorian. Is he Ecuadorian? Yeah, he's Ecuadorian. Okay. Okay, don't worry, everyone. Don't worry. He is real. Born in Santo Domingo. He's never played for Rome, so that's a signing he's made from Brighton, presumably. Only moved to Brighton from his club in Ecuador. Wow. The Club de Alto Rendimiento Especializado Independiente de Valle, based in Sangolquí. Shit, okay. So he just literally moved to Brighton this year. He's one of those players that one of the PES stats guys has just said, yep, we're taking a punt here. An absolute punt. Wow. Great. Moses. Especially independent, yeah. Try saying that 5 times exactly. Okay. Joined on a 4.5-year deal. Played in the FA Cup. Oh, so he has played. Played 10 games for Ecuador. Fair enough. Fair enough, Moises. He's an insane talent. Ecuadorian international. I'm good with that. There he is. Moises. I mean, that is some scouting from Brighton, really, to pluck a player from the Ecuadorian league. Oh, that was class. That was class. Okay, there he is. That's our box-to-box midfielder. Tidy. Very tidy. Yeah, this has got a real Kuala Lumpur feel to it, Hudratato. I completely agree. Completely agree. The new Campazano, yeah, it's got a lot of Campazano to him as well. I'm with you there, Cracker Jackal. Born after 2000, fuck, that makes me feel old. Yeah, I remember the millennium. I got drunk on the millennium. That's how old I am. I mean, I was underage, but still. He wasn't even born yet. I mean, I think we're happy here. Interesting to see his PES Master stats. Oh, it's his first time in the game as well. Wow. Alright, I suppose he would be because he's been in Ecuador. Fair enough. Bissouma replacement at Brighton. Yeah, it must be. Must be. Well, very, very happy with that signing. I had a real fear for a second there that he might not be real. Look at those passing stats. You know, you could ignore everything, you know, all of the physical stuff, even the defensive abilities. And you'd say, this guy's good on the ball, good passer, 21-year-old. Oh, I mean, as much as I hate to do this to Chester, I think he's definitely worth smashing our transfer record for. And welcome Moses to the side. There we go. Moises. He's going to part this midfield. Massive fan of that. Well, no need to sign Curtis Jones now. I don't know whether the Matty Cash deal is going to go through. But Jesus Christ. I mean, I don't think we've had such consistently good signings in a Master League series on this channel. But that is massive. And Moises will, I'm sure, get the benefit of a proper press conference rather than, I don't know why Timothy Ware was brought just to the training ground. Oh no, it's a training ground job again. I think that is actually a better Casa player job. But yeah, Alisson and Caicedo, the two South Americans in that midfield duo, they are going to be tough to break down. Chester, I'm sure, is still going to get plenty of opportunities. But this guy's got to stroll straight in. You know, in games where we feel like we're going to have more an advantage, we could easily play 2 CMFs. But yeah, Alisson, Caicedo, Zanatdinov midfield trio. That's going to be tasty. So he's looking forward to joining the club. 2 big signings so far from Leatherhead. Really putting down a marker for this new season. You love to see it. Also Dembele. M. Dembele from Lyon. I always forget how many there are. But that's big. That's big. Yeah, I agree, Hudratash, on the ratings. If you're saying that he should be higher rated considering the stats, then I completely agree. I don't know how he's not higher rated. He's got everything. He's got a little bit of everything to his bow. So Cash is asking for better terms, but that could go through. as has Curtis Jones, as has Williams. Great. Well, we're not going to need Curtis Jones, but, you know, we're a big, big draw now. We're a pull to this sort of level of player. So he wants an extra 100 grand on that already big salary. Wow. And an appearance bonus as well. I'd be happy to go for this, though. I think we really will have done some incredible business if we can bring in Matty Gash, which is already reason enough for me to bring him in. Curtis Jones would be incredible. Can play out on the left wing as well. Should we bring him in as well? We don't really have the money for that salary. We don't have the transfer budget. We will find the transfer budget there. Splash the Matty Cash is tempting. Is that going to have an effect bringing in Williams? No, we can do that. So we can bring in Williams. Nice easy signing there. Nice easy signing. And we can say goodbye to Salty Clark, who's actually getting paid slightly less. So maybe that was the wrong move. But we've got a better option off the bench. That is our 4th choice centre-back. Probably didn't need to do that, but it's always nice to say goodbye to a player that has been nothing but trouble. Salty Clark, you won't be missed. You will not be missed. So we can let him go. 13 mil. We're still a little bit off what we need for the Matty Cash deal. Crossy Lima will obviously go. Steely we need because we don't have anyone else to put there. Could sell Danny Rowe. Yeah, Salty doesn't even get a V. I'm sorry, but he was just awful. I don't know how that happened, but he's just awful. I think we need to transfer list Tyler Roberts. And I think we need to transfer list no one else. So Crossley can go. That will just about cover 13, 15, 15.5. That'll be us on. So it wouldn't quite cover the Matty Cash deal. Don't think they'll want to negotiate. Oh no, that's the release fee. We literally can't. We can probably just about do it with Steele, and we'd have to sell Danny Rowe to Millwall, which would be a shame, but we can do it. We can do it. We're just waiting. It's just a waiting game now. Who will go up to 77 by the end of the window? Caicedo, very good chance. Wasn't he 75 like a minute ago? Who's got the high? He has the highest ceiling as well. Shall we quickly check Karaviev? Yeah, we'll check him. He tried his best but wasn't enough. Did Rowe ever see the field last season? I don't think he did. Don't think he did. That does say a lot about our team. You know, the defence, you just look at the colours here when sorted by overall rating. You know, we're a top-heavy team at the moment in terms of rating, although we've got a lot of very good defenders. Anyway, who do you want to check then? Karaviev. 78 rated right back, unfortunately out of reach. Very good though, very good. He's got pinpoint crossing as well, and early cross. That's what we need, but just out of reach. So yeah, I think we can't really do anything other than just pray we don't get any bids in. Got a long way to go until the first game of the season. United at the Michael Caine Arena. What a way to start the season. But yeah, I'm sure one of them's going to get to 77. I'm sure of it. I'm slightly concerned we'll have a bid in for someone. Links to Fluminense and Cruzeiro. Alright, let's check them out, Will. We'll check them out. Oh, there we go. The Cornetto kit looking great. And there he is. Well, it's another smart signing, really, from Hunter. Moving Clark Salter on. Had to get in a cheap replacement just to make sure we are fully backed up at centre-back. We probably could have got away with it, considering Allison can play there, Calabresi can play there, Seeger, Darabio. Probably didn't need that, but hey, he's a good player. And he says it's an honour to play for the club. Of course it is. Of course it is. Such a stylish kit, I completely agree. What a kit, Will. Let's go and have a look then. Oh, Scout's got something for us. Thiago Meyer. We know him well. What a player he was for us at Buriram. Just out of reach now. Very, very good player. Right backs. Oh yeah, we've forgotten that we're still scouting for a right back. Oof. Definitely going to be out of reach. But great hair. And a great, great player. Fluminense Cruzeiro. Okay, let's take a look. Yeah, Thiago was an excellent player. Did we ever scout Brazil? We haven't scouted Brazil yet, have we? Might be a good shout. Some serious talent in there, as we know. So we're looking for right backs. Red Guy 834, thanks for the follow, mate. Welcome aboard the least action PES stream that you will ever watch. There is no action tonight. I mean, there's been a lot of action, but not on-pitch action. You've dropped a YouTube link, so that's suspicious, but hopefully it's just something funny. Nothing here, though. Marcus Paolo looks great. Don't need him, you're right. We don't need him. Not brave enough to click that. The Japanese eFootball YouTube and TikTok pages have uploaded the eFootball walk-on theme. Good. Good stuff. I mean, good. Good for them. What was the other team I was going to look at? Cruzeiro. When it comes to the channel promise, which is unnecessarily detailed Master League series, I will always look back with pride on the research that I did into various... Hang on, where are Cruzeiro? Have I missed it? It's not CR. Anyway, on to all the Brazilian teams, because I knew nothing about them, and now I know marginally more about them. Where are Cruzeiro? Oh, they're there. Genk has some good defenders. Link Club. Have a look at Genk. Oh, Daniel Guedes. Mauricio. No, okay, nothing in there. Genk is in Belgium. Good shout there, because I would not have remembered that. Oh, it's the Belgian League. Oh, it's right at the top, isn't it? Let's take a look. Oh, some good players in here. No right backs though. I think we just keep going. I really want Matty Cash. I think my mind's made up. I think we're going to just have to hold out. Hey, there we go. It's done. It's done. It is done. Adam stepping up to the plate there. I knew it was going to happen. With 5 players on 76, some of them being very young, it was always bound to happen. So it's going to be Matty Gash coming in. We're going to have to sell Crossley Lima, which makes sense. We're going to have a real team spirit hit is the only slight issue here. And yeah, it's a shame. Yeah, sorry, V's in the chat for Crossley Lima, of course. I was getting too excited there. What a player. Was a crucial part of our championship winning season. Got 4 assists last season as well. That can't be right. I know 4 assists in his time at the club. 5.6 average rating. Good solid player for us. Good solid player. Danny Rowe, this one hurts a bit more for me. 47 matches played in his championship and Premier League time at the club. Is there another way we can do this? No, we can't because it's a release fee. 12 assists and 5 goals for Danny Rowe. Last link I provide. Samuel at CM has got loaned to LA Galaxy. We don't have them. No, I don't think we do. Definitely don't have the US League. John Book should be in the Asian Champions League. We'll take a look at that. But I'm sorry, but we're getting this done. So massive V's in the chat for Danny Rowe. Massive V's there. He's been a great servant of the club, but he has to go. Well, this is a big signing here. This is a colossal signing. We are dropping the big bucks here. Massive salary, but for a really good right back. The defensive stuff is sort of mid-range, but he's got that pace and balance. But he's got the crossing as well. I think he is a really good choice. So we're getting it done. Leatherhead splashing the big money. And that is the transfer budget done and dusted. MJK 94p. Thanks for the follow. You were here for top shagger Matty Gash. His big signing. Dropping the cash on cash there. And there is Salty Clark off to America. Passing Tim on the other way. So that's pretty much us done. Unless we can sell Tyler Roberts. Ashley Young, I probably wouldn't mind selling. I mean, Ashley Young or Baines, I could probably let go. Let's just take a look if we do have any other options of players. Ashley Young, he's our second. Well, no, he's our third choice right back at the moment. So I would be happy to let him go. The accounts is fuming, yeah. Michael Caine. You're only supposed to bring in bloody free transfer. You're only supposed to bring in free transfers. I can't do it. I literally cannot do Michael Caine. And we could also be not too sad about selling Baines as well. So we'll just make sure people are aware that we don't mind him going. Reece Williams is actually better rated than Will Seeger. Yeah, I suppose if we had to sell one of two, it would be Baines over Young, definitely. Right, well. This side, 3 massive signings. Really goes against everything we've done so far. We've relied a lot on smart free transfers, but we've put down a marker here, and look at him. Look at that glorious hair. Tousled to perfection. Gelled to within an inch of its life. Matty Gash coming in. Lock up your daughters. Leatherhead, dads of Leatherhead. He's here. Oh look, he's got the banter already. And angry Phil Collins very happy. Is he a redhead? Or is that the wrong colour? Hello, my name is Matty Cash. I want to say thank you to the Leatherhead fans for welcoming me, and just to let you know I'm on Tinder. So I'll see you there and at the stadium as well. Good stuff, Matty Gash. To be fair, as soon as I found out that his nickname is Matty Gash, then that pretty much did it for me, to be honest. Does he count as a meme signing? I think he does. I think we need to go and have a little look, don't we? I don't think we're going to play a game today, I'm sorry. As exciting as it would be. Should we just see if... Is Googling Matty Gash going to be a mistake? Okay, nothing came up there. Matty Cash girlfriend. Anyway, let's just look at him. Let's just look at Matty Cash. Save search off. Let's take a little look at Big Matty. There we are. Born in Slough. Well, that is exotic. Very exotic there. Started at Wickham. Played at Forest. Good stuff. Does he have a personal life section? Yes, he bloody does. Oh, it's not a good one then. Cash is of Polish descent and is eligible to represent Poland. Well, there you go. He does look like a fuckboy. He's got the hair. He's the son of former professional footballer Stuart Cash. There we go. Who played at Aldershot Town, not a million miles from Leatherhead. Good stuff. Yeah. His brother is a semi-professional footballer, grew up in Ivor. Prior to joining the Nottingham Forest Academy, Cash worked in a branch of Daniel. Well, there we go. Never heard of that before. Good stuff. Matty Cash. Does he have an Instagram? Does he have an Instagram? Let's take a look at this lad then. He's so trying to... He is definitely the B-Tech... Oh, I can't look at it. He is definitely the B-Tech Jackie Grealish, isn't he? Look at that. Those calves. Those calves are amazing. I'm in love. I'm in love with a boy called Matty. Look at that. Looking good. There he is with Emi Buendia as well. Cool. Well, happy with that. Happy with that. Matt Cash cheating. No, we don't want to. We don't want to do this. Anyway. Hide your kids, hide your wife. Matty Cash is in the area. Yeah, terms of service under threat there. The discount Grealish. Yeah, he really is the... What's a discount version of a cornetto? He is the instant ramen of pot noodles of Jack Grealish. Good stuff. Well, I think we're done here. Is there a Love Island link? Probably. He's probably in Love Island right now. So Matty Cash in. Rowan Lima had to fall on their sword there. We've got another scouted player. Which is a security threat. Marja, another 76 rated. Another very talented striker. Unbelievable quality in the strikers that they found. All of them. Malaida, Marja, Gonogo, Guiri. Incredible. Not for now though. So shall we go and have a look at the lineup then? I'm concerned about the team spirit. Do we want to have a guess? Oh, beg your pardon. I'm alright. Do we want to have a guess at the team spirit with the new players in? I think, because we're at 92 at the moment, which is why we finished the season so strongly. We might want to integrate players slowly, but I don't think there's ever any real worth in doing that. There he is. 84 Red Sparrows, that'd be brilliant. 76, I think Moody Presence is more along the right lines there. Yeah, 83, 78. Plenty of time to build that spirit back up, I agree, but we need to start strongly. 77, Dave, yeah, I think you're probably right. Let's take a little looky here, shall we? So, 91. Where? There's 3 gone already. Chester, this is going to hurt. 84, that's actually surprisingly good. And then cash in. 83, cash in. 83 is good. Will, you win the prize of respect. That is some team though. Look at that. Weak link now is in theory to Silva, but we know that he can do the job. So Calabrese out of the side is controversial. Very controversial there because he has been excellent. Hester Cook on the bench, that pains me. Balogun definitely on the bench. Look at that. Such squad depth though at the moment. That's what I'm most excited about for this new season. You know, Jamaili, Williams, Roberts, great depth on the bench there. I think really, if we're gonna go for a final Hail Mary signing, would be another centre forward perhaps. I mean, Leighton Baines is technically our best left back, but I'm still happy for De Silva to play there despite having worse defensive stats. It's just that physical contact with the speed. It's not that quick actually, but the stamina as well. He just does it all really well. A backup goalkeeper, yeah. I mean, we didn't ever need to play Steele. In theory, it is a good move to do that, but in practice, it rarely needed. But yeah, loving that. The big question is, will Weah work? Will Weah be able to integrate himself into this side? Coming straight in as a starting striker. He's got no shooting player skills, which is a little bit of a worry. If Jack Grealish is the cornetto, Matty Cash is the knobbly bobbly. I like that. I like that a lot, Mattios. Matty Cash. What a man. He's got surprisingly good passing. He knows where the goal is. Red Sparrows. Beautiful, man. De Silva's not done anything wrong, but I think the winter deadline when we come up looking for a... Yeah, we could... Yeah, I agree. That is the weak spot at the moment. Alisson, although he's 74 rated, we know that he's got everything you need for that position. I'm happy with him. Caicedo, wow, can't wait to play with him. Zanatdinov, where's the ceiling for this guy? He's a star player already. He can score goals, he can assist goals. He's an absolute legend. Armstrong, technically wasted out on the wing, our highest rated player, or was until Matty Gash came in. But he scores the goals from that right wing position. BB King, there's just first name on the team sheet every time. Will Seeger, of course, if he does start to play badly, we've got Calabresi to bring in for no team spirit hit. And I think, come the next window, when you'd hope Cash or someone is at 78 or somewhere around that, then a new keeper might be worth going for. But I'm very, very pleased. Very pleased with our business. Very sad to see Crossley go. We could still make one signing this window. But I think we're going to leave it there. I'm not going to play a game because it's just a little bit too late. Going to leave things there. We've still got plenty to do in the window. I mean, absolutely loads to do. Probably we'll get a bid in for one of Baines or Roberts or Young. And then we can see what we do with that. Maybe something exciting up top. Maybe another one of those incredible French strikers, which we've sort of just breezed past because we don't really need them. But maybe we do look about bringing in not Sotil but Marja or Malouida. He can play on the wing as well. He's only 23 years old. I think out of the two, Mawalida, not Malouida, is very, very good. So there we have it. A very transfer-heavy episode for you negotiations purists. Not a single bit of football, but wow, have we strengthened this side. We've made some big signings. We've gone big this time. We had squad depth already sorted. Now we have added in some real quality in some of the areas that were slightly thinner. Big episode on Friday. I'd love you to join me live on the Twitch stream to see how these players get on. The team spirit's not too low, so we could be okay. And we could, I think, squeeze out one more signing, maybe another centre forward, so that Balogun isn't relied upon if Weah doesn't quite hit the ground running. It's going to be exciting. So join me for that. If you can't join me for the stream, thanks again for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in a bit.